I am going to wrap using Velcro heat wrap. I've got two brands. I've got DEI and I've got QSP. I'm going to wrap the starter motor in the DEI starter motor wrap, and I'm going to wrap the oil pressure sensor. Again, Renault Spider, probably work on other cars, but you have to do things probably a bit differently. I'm just going to start with the QSP today because the DEI, I'm waiting for it to arrive from DDesign. This is 50mm by 1m wrap from QSP. So essentially you put it around a component and then you just twist it over and shut the Velcro on it. I bought the closest thing I could for the application that I had, and this was too wide. So what I've done, I've made the measurements, but my girlfriend thankfully has done the stitching. A little bit more left to do, but essentially we reduced the diameter of it down to fit the oil pressure sensor. So now that that's cut, it just needs a bit more stitching to sort of make it a bit more robust. But then that is going to go like that, and then we're going to drop that over the top of there, make a hole in it for the cable to come through. Then that should be that job done. But I thought I'd just show the QSP as it is originally and what we've done to sort of modify it. Very simple. I'm not into sewing, believe it or not. I thought I could sew stuff, but gave up very quickly. It's just a case of cutting this to whatever dimension you want, so you can make it really small if you want, and just picking out the thread from the Velcro and then just restitching it when you need it. So now we've cut out our little hole using this very cool little tool. I don't know what you call it actually, but I've used it on a few things. That it is pretty handy. Cut out a little hole now in the right place, so I just need to get that stitched around so it's not going to fray, and then we need to re-stitch along here and stitch along here just to make it a bit more secure. And then this can be fitted up to the car, and that is one little wrap job done. Okay, my amazing girlfriend has now stitched this up for me and stitched around the hole that's going to be the feed through for the wire. So now I just need to do a little install. I'll just show you how that's done. It's very straightforward. I'm going to feed it round the back. Really tight space this is, and I'm going to feed through a little hose. That off, and then that go on there. That's going to sit around there. just need to make sure you've got it nice and tight and lined up, which we have. Press it together all the way up and down. That. Get you out of the way there. And then just twist it round to the position you want it in, which is there. And I'm just going to cable tie off the top, obviously tighten up the bolt, cable tie off the top and bottom. Then we're done. Okay, so with the cable ties added on the bottom and on the top, not overly tight on the cable ties. I'm hoping this sort of aluminium outer that is a bit sort of fragile, not too fragile but a bit fragile, I'm hoping that that doesn't sort of crack and screw up. But there you go, that's one of the wraps done. Right, now it's time for the DEI wraps. So got both of these here. This one is for wrapping cabling, and this is already stitched up and sealed, so you basically just run it over the cable that you want to sort of shield. And this one is for the starter motor, which is the last job I need to do before I can get to installing the exhaust. So that's basically what you get. And very complicated process. I'm probably going to double the length of the video, but I'll show you how to install it now. It's going to take a long time, this. Just going to feed it around now a bit, just to sort of tidy it up. And there you go. Get a few cable ties on there. Job done.